Make sure your implant is always the latest model.
Estás en apuros. No vayas a las varillas. Acude a la policía de Night City. Te ayudaremos sin compromiso. Vote a Perales para alcalde de Night City. Nacido y criado.
Everyone, feels great to have you back. So then, did y'all hear about that Arasaka aircraft carrier docked in Night City? Called Kujira, or the Whale. Apparently the Corp figured it wasn't safe in Japanese waters, afraid some local fishermen might harpoon it for scientific research. But honestly, it's quite the power move. Wonder what Militech will respond with. Maybe Myers will fly a Rust Bucket B-17 Flying Fortress over Arasaka HQ. Oh man, that is Insensitive. I am so sorry. Where are my manners? President Myers. I mean, of course. Gotta respect the office. Anywho.
porque ya tengo planes para esta noche. En santísima ma, te vas a enterar mañana. Yo también te quiero, ma. Yeah, about time, Holmes.
What's new with Senora Wells?
You know, she's worried about me. Whatever. Can't help herself, you know? Checking to see if I'm not rotting in some dumpster, like most of the Wells boys. It's really starting to wear on me. The more I tell her everything's okay, more I feel like I'm straight up lying. But that's done after tomorrow. Afterlife, here we come, baby. Yeah!
The afterlife. Known far and wide, that name.
Oh, yeah?
Some of the Nomad clan's biggest jobs are scored right here.
Don't surprise me. Ain't no better place than Night City to land a gig. Ready to get your cherry popped? Yeah, come on! Place used to be a morgue. You believe that?
Who would have thunk?
I know, right? Way before our time, that. When proper burials were still a thing.
And who might you clowns be?
Don't make trouble. Be trouble.
Name's V. This is Jackie Wells.
Oh. Is that supposed to sound familiar?
It will soon. We're here to see Dex.
Yo, Dex. Got two live ones saying they're here to see you. Yeah? Alright then. Says he needs a second or two. Go get yourselves drinks or something.
Way ahead of you, viejo.
Dropped us at Kang Tao.
This is it.
Resort, Cape Town. Best leave ever. Joy toys from every
Heart of Night City.
Never ending.
That's it right there. Beating. Hear it?
Sounds whoa wild. But then how come you didn't really listen before?
Attention, more.
Went into town once.
Hey,
Grab a seat. Be with you in a sec.
Can you imagine? Susan Forrest, Boa Boa, maybe even Morgan Blackhand. All sat on those stools. Fell asleep on that same bar.
looks like we're up.
Hey, you see that old lady there? That's Rogue. Best fixer in all of Night City.
Thought Dex was the best.
Rogue was lining up jobs when Dex was still shitting in diapers. Place belongs to her.
What can I get you?
You order.
2 tequila old fashions with a splash of cerveza and a chili garnish.
Duo of Johnny Silverhands coming up.
Right on, chica.
Somebody did their homework.
Looks like the dog ate mine.
Age-old tradition. Drinks are named after our regulars.
Say I wanted a drink
You
named
alive?
after me. What would I have to do?
Snuff it. Mind-blowingly spectacular fashion. Mid-op would be best.
What a beautiful tradition.
Guess dying's a small price to pay for going down in history.
Gotta live like a legend first, though, huh? Death. It's nothing but the final flourish.
To Night City.
And the afterlife. Ha ha! Oh, and by the way, name's Jackie Wells. You want to write down my recipe?
Sure.
Shot of vodka on the rocks, lime juice, ginger beer. Oh, and most importantly, a splash of love.
I'll remember that. Heard you were Dex's latest finds.
Just biz, no big deal.
Mr. Dishon, see you now.
How do you know?
My job to know. Look around. How do you think mercs earn their reps? Through gossip rivaling that of schoolgirls, that's how.
Dex a regular? You come here a lot?
A sort of long hiatus, matter of fact. Didn't show his face for nearly 2 years.
Tomcat's gotta walk his own path, right?
Yeah, well, wherever he walked, he knocked a few pounds off.
Guess they weren't delivering that pizza I mentioned before.
Break a leg.
Thanks. way.
Damn, Holmes. You're huge. Work out? Same here. No, in the ring. You do some kind of exotic shit? Huh? Kempo? Ninjutsu? Think you could take me? Drop me?
In here.
Este pinche tipo.
That's right, Excelsior. Cold hard eddies, as per usual. Gotta bounce. Well, if it ain't Mr. V.
Whole family in one place. Ha! Finally!
First time in real space.
And the flathead?
Let's see this bad boy.
Hello? All right, then. Set your butts down comfy.
Thanks for your help back at the scav haunt.
A few Reapers less in the city. Good thing.
City Hall should be fucking thanking us. Sweet booth. It's soundproof?
Jackie.
Now, Mr. Wells is right. We're gonna be going over some sensitive material. But if it's all right with y'all, I'd like to start with a question for Mr. V. Evelyn Parker, how'd you fare?
Couldn't have gone better. In fact, she liked me so much, she made me another offer.
Another offer?
Kind where we ditch the middleman and split the pot in even 50-50.
What?
Ditch the middleman? Shit, now that's rich. Clients never learn, do they? I do appreciate you sharing this info, though, Mr. V. You see, trust is essential in any partnership that's to be long-lasting and fruitful.
Appreciation don't convert to eddies, and Evelyn offered us a bunch.
He's telling it like it is, Dex.
Y'all need not worry, truly. We'll come to that.
Thought you'd be pissed that you'd lose it.
Lived in NC too long to blow my top every time some amateur thinks they can take me for a ride. Parker ain't the first, and sure as hell won't be the last.
How about we go over the plan? What you got for us, Dex?
This.
Well, here goes nothing.
Me and Dex have already covered the fine deets. Ops-wise, should be a stroll on the beach.
Elaborate. I want to hear it.
A Delamain will drop your asses at the front door of Konpeki Plaza. You'll stroll right in thanks to your false identities. Then, with Bug's help, you'll breach the hotel subnet.
Mine and the Flathead's help.
Last but not least, you slip into Yorinobu's penthouse and clep the relic.
It goes without saying, we do this on the hush. Ideally, no bodies. Not a one.
You'll have T-Bug on comms for the duration. Time for your burning questions.
Transport's a Delamain.
Primus Cab Company in All Night City. Nada mal.
Deshaun don't ever work with anyone but the best. I consider Delamain just that.
Yeah, who needs creepy, nosy cab drivers when you've got a clean AI to get you from point A to B in style?
And how he bags a permit to operate every year is still a mystery.
If everything goes as planned, Delamain will drop you back here. If things get sticky, you head for the safe house.
Which is?
The no-tell motel. Quiet, no questions asked. Make our next move from there. But I'm flat certain that won't be necessary. Anything else?
These new identities. Tell us more. What's our cover?
Hello, Ramon Victorino. And you're Harry Conwell.
Ramon? Yeah, okay. What do we say we're there for?
Biz as usual. Corpo arms deal. In case anyone asks, you there for a bogus meeting with Arasaka's defense rep, Hajime Taki. Anything else? Mr.
How do we
V?
get in the penthouse?
Yorinobu's got barely any muscle. Hardest part will be penthouse security. If we want to disable, we'll need to neutralize Konpeki's dweller. Elite runner monitoring the hotel subnet 24/7. Only catch is there's no way to get in the dweller's den from the outside.
Hold on. How you want us to get inside a room you can't get into?
Trust me when I say whatever hit you think of, T-Bug solved it already.
This is where the flathead comes in. You'll have to get him in the ventilation shaft, guide him to the dweller, and force the dweller to take a break. Flathead will stay there, jacked into the dweller. But thanks to that, I'll be able to roll out your red carpet into the penthouse.
Anything else?
Okay, feel brought up to speed.
Perfect.
I got a question. When do we get to the real reason we're all here?
Now's a good time as any. Fresh talent gets 30% always. But I'm willing to make an exception in your case. I'm gonna cut you a nice juicy 40 as a bonus for your honesty, V.
Appreciate it, Dex. Even though the Eddies aren't most important to me.
Interesting. So what does qualify as most important?
It's about the challenge. Always.
Look at you youngins making us old folk look bad. Last thing, Konpeki's got a strict no-iron policy, security gates, the works. So you dogs will leave your lead spitters in the ride. Take the flathead inside in its case.
Got some deft suits, so you'll look the part too.
Chido.
Thanks, T.
So, not to count chickens, but why don't we see our Eddies?
All depends how Miss Parker avails herself of her role. But a week, 2 tops is my guess.
And what do we do while waiting? Sit around, suck air?
You sit tight, heads down, cause old Uncle Arasaka be watching. Now, as that old Greek dog says, life's a banquet, so don't go thirsty, but don't get drunk either. Your chariot awaits outside.
My cue to Delta 2. Gotta prep to jack in. Be there when you come on comms. Any other issues, now's your chance.
Plan. What's your take?
Enough, I hope, to put me in a luxury Cretan villa from which I'll never set foot in cyberspace again.
Promise to send me a postcard?
No offense, but I'm gonna burn any and all bridges. Need a clean break.
You and Dex know each other a while?
Why?
You know, peeps say all kinds of things.
Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Marcus Aurelius, I think.
You and Dex both philosophizing. No wonder you get along.
I'm good. No questions.
Let's get to work.
So you ready to get going or what? Shh. Gonna be long? Hello?
Something I gotta take care of first.
Sin problemas. Meet you by the Delamain. Just don't forget to suit up.
Seriously thought you'd dig over the about Squama? Was it fucking worked his ass hard.
Get you anything?
What would you say's changed the most? When I was leaving, this was a huge construction.
How's the afterlife? Working here.
No real complaints. Fights are rare, and when they do happen, they're over quick.
Killer clientele, am I right?
Your words, not mine.
Biz is booming, I hope.
Seen it yourself. Can't complain. Folks always get thirsty, and we're here when they do.
Thanks, Claire.
No problem. Just holler if you need anything.
Militech's Centaur-class exosuits. The Force has ordered 20 of the Centaur units to be used in preventative patrols of staff forces.
Bringing you the most current music. We are Vexostrom!
Ese coño! ¡Asomose! Watch
All nearby units. We got a situation in Lockville. Roger, dispatch. What else is new? We'll be right there.
54 News. I'm Gillian Jordan, and this is the latest from around the world. The Lunarinskaya uranium mine collapse that occurred just outside Novosibirsk in southern Siberia has concluded with a happy ending. As you recall, 35 miners became trapped deep underground following a high-magnitude earthquake. But thanks to their Suslake 2 hibernation implants, the miners were able to survive without access to food and fresh water for 2 weeks. Fortunately, after their rescue and following a brief rest for technical evaluation, the miners were able to immediately return to work. Moving from below the Earth to above it, Militech has announced plans to establish a new colony on the Red Planet. The proposed... Please join us again next time.
Good evening, Night City! Tonight's guest requires no introduction as he's a staple on this show, but for tradition's sake, please welcome the star of Braindance, Rodrigo Martinez! Long time no see, Rody.
Hey, up top!
Prime Optics. Wait, don't tell me. Kuroshi?
What else? How about you? Still a Biodyne man?
Hey, if it works fine, why change it? I'd recommend the Model 300 XS to anyone in the blink of an eye. But let's get down to brass tacks. Your newest Braindance, Metal Wars, Metal Hearts, comes out tomorrow. Care to tell us a bit more?
First off, it's a masterpiece. The feeling you get as a tank driver, burning fuel in your nostrils, being one with the machine. Oh, you gotta relive it yourself. Explaining won't do it justice. I know, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so I play Luis Morales, and this is all based on a true story. Morales led the 6th Platoon of Armored Cavalry in the Battle of Ridgecrest.
If I recall correctly, the Free States outnumbered NUSA forces 6-1.
That's right, caught him in a trap. The Free States demanded an unconditional surrender, but the President Myers decided Militech, that is the NUSA, would fight to the bitter end. Picture the scene, Ziggy. You're in the desert. The sun's going down. Suddenly you see a line of Nebuto tanks, a wall of dust trailing behind them. You kiss your only picture of your wife and kids, tighten your grip on the hard leather steering grips, and then you just go. Your tank's rattling. You can feel the rocks under your treads as if you were walking over them barefoot. Explosions everywhere, shattered glass and shrapnel bouncing off the hull. I mean, it's just indescribable.
I don't know, Rhodey. You seem to be doing a pretty decent job.
Well, I'm flattered, Ziggy, but you really have to relive it yourself, really feel it.
Tell us, Rodrigo, don't you think it's a bit too soon for a Braindance like this? The war was only a few years ago. Tens of thousands of people died. Cali split into 2 halves. Neighbors versus neighbors, brothers against brothers.
Who am I to judge? I don't think this Braindance is meant to show one side as the heroes and the other as the bad guys. It's a story about courage, bravery, about having the taste of victory in your mouth.
Well, Rodrigo, you sure got my appetite going.
Well then, mission accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, Metal Wars, Metal Hearts, available in theaters starting tomorrow. We'll be right back after a short commercial break.
Blue Moon
did.
Yo, my tubers, shroomers, and fumers, Mr. Whitey here. Drop that milquetoast kibble and rush to the nearest store for a taste of sweet, sweet, sweet clean speed. Cause life is too short to be slow.
Kaboom! Soya Sil Machistador! An explosion of taste!
Tonight is the president of the Church of Eliyahu the Last Emancipator and bane of Arasaka's PR department, one Reverend Culver.
Praise be to thee, our Father in heaven.
And our second guest is Karina Lee, host of the Chip-In program, which promotes the use of cybernetic implants. How's life treating you, beautiful?
Can't complain, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
Now, I'd like us to talk about the most exclusive and highly sought-after implant on the market today, Arasaka Corp's Relic. But maybe we ought to make sure our fair audience is up to speed. Karina, what is Relic exactly? In a word, if you could.
In one word, I'd say immortality.
Immortality? Really?
That's right. Relic allows you to transfer the consciousness from a dying person, finding a new home for their soul on a transferable chip. This person, they'll never leave your side, a companion forever with you in your own consciousness. Just a...
Child, think for a moment about what you're saying. This relic is an abomination that feeds on human misery. It is an unnatural likeness. A golden calf born by false prophets. Arasaka speaks of preserving the soul, but they can promise nothing more than a heartless, mindless algorithm speaking with the voice of the departed. What's more, this technology is just another tool of coercion and corruption. Only the wealthy and powerful elite will have access. And they will pay any price in exchange for a chance at this so-called immortality.
Well, that is true that Arasaka Corp has specifically limited access to the relic in order...
Your promise is a lie, an evil lie, motivated by greed and...
Now that is rich!
Hey, excuse me?
False promises, greed, a lust for power. Why, it sounds an awful lot like a church to...
What? How dare you?
Do you not promise a life after death? Do you not charge funeral fees to a family in mourning? Maybe the Reverend is just afraid of some healthy competition, huh?
Competition? You believe everything in this world can be counted, measured, rationalized.
And wouldn't we be right? We can construct artificial brains, create new consciousness.
But I ask you why? What does that give us? Are we as a people on this earth any happier for it? You claim that this relic gives eternal life. But all I see is an eternity of suffering. Rather than say goodbye, we haunt ourselves with their voices, their presence.
What do you folks think? Who holds the truth? Is it Ms. Lee or maybe Reverend Colvin? That is up to you. Send Culver or Lee to 7892 to cast your vote and enter your name for a chance to win tickets to this year's playoff. Until next time, Night City. Toodles.
When a phantom itch leads to a fatal system error or a body, install at your own risk. Available only on Braindance stores now.
In a city tingling with desire, Watson Horror. New episodes every Wednesday at 10. Only on WNS.
Mr. Stud, all night, every night. Don't be soft. Upgrade now.
Satisfy your instincts.
Mr. Stud, all night, every night. Don't be soft. Upgrade now.
Blue Moon, Red Menace, Purple Force. It's us, cracks! After making waves in Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep. Night City, expect the unexpected!
What up, Night City? Bet you're all still reeling from that botched All Foods robbery over in Watson. And if you haven't seen it, feast your optics on this. The moves on this girl. Swoosh, swoosh. Slicing them up like sashimi. Now, a lot of you called and asking what kind of edge she's packing. Your girl Karina here got a mighty enhanced look, and I'm almost 100% positive they're Daikon NT Mantis blades by Arasaka. Perfect for those who put personal safety first. Not to mention discreet, too. Look, we all know Arasaka chips all its employees mid-level and up with these bad boys. They even throw in their high-sensitivity automatic defense reflexes for good measure. But you don't need to be some blue-chipped corpo to flash this kind of tech. The Daikon NT Mantis blades are available for every ordinary night citizen, long as they got deep pockets. Thanks for tuning in today, my chooms, and remember to keep on chipping in.
el Machistador, an explosion of taste!
Guest tonight is the president of the Church of Eliyahu the Last Emancipator and bane of Arasaka's PR department, one Reverend Colbert.
Praise be to thee, our Father in heaven.
And our second guest is Karina Lee, host of the Chip-In program, which promotes the use of cybernetic implants. How's life treating you, beautiful?
Can't complain, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
Now, I'd like us to talk about the most exclusive and highly sought-after implant on the market today, Arasaka Corp's Relic. But maybe we ought to make sure our fair audience is up to speed. Karina, what is Relic exactly? In a word, if you could.
In one word, I'd say immortality.
Immortality? Really?
That's right. Relic allows you to transfer the consciousness from a dying person, finding a new home for their soul on a transferable chip. This person, they'll never leave your side, a companion forever with you in your own consciousness.
Child, think for a moment about what you're saying. This relic is an abomination that feeds on human misery. It is an unnatural likeness. A golden calf born by false prophets. Arasaka speaks of preserving the soul, but they can promise nothing more than a heartless, mindless algorithm speaking with the voice of the departed. What's more, this technology is just another tool of coercion and corruption. Only the wealthy and powerful elite will have access. And they will pay any price in exchange for a chance at this so-called immortality.
Well, that is true that Arasaka Corp has specifically limited access to the relic in order...
Your promise is a lie, an evil lie, motivated by greed and...
Now that is rich.
Hey, excuse me?
False promises, greed, a lust for power. Why, it sounds an awful lot like the church to...
What? How dare you?
Do you not promise a life after death? Do you not charge funeral fees to a family in mourning? Maybe the Reverend is just afraid of some healthy competition, huh?
Competition? You believe everything in this world can be counted, measured, rationalized.
And wouldn't we be right? We can construct artificial brains, create new consciousness.
But I ask you why? What does that give us? Are we as a people on this earth any happier for it? You claim that this relic gives eternal life. But all I see is an eternity of suffering. Rather than say goodbye, we haunt ourselves with their voices, their presence.
What do you folks think? Who holds the truth? Is it Ms. Lee or maybe Reverend Colbert? That is up to you. Send Culver or Lee to 7892 to cast your vote and enter your name for a chance to win tickets to this year's playoff. Until next time, Night City. Toodles.
Welcome to Safe and Sound. My name is Sergeant Dobbs, and today I'll tell you how to survive a cyber psycho attack. While out shopping, our friend Mr. Puggins suddenly hears screams and gunfire. His first instinct is to run for the nearest exit, but that would be a very bad idea. Your average cyber which means no sure thing. So, how can Mr. Puggins stay safe? He should quickly search the area for the nearest ADU, or Automated Defense Unit, and find shelter as close as he can. All ADUs are clearly marked, so you can't miss them. The ADU will activate when the first shots are fired. Its job is to protect civilians and, if possible, neutralize the crazed attacker. Mr. Puggins should stay in cover while the ADU is active. If he's not careful, he could be the victim of friendly fire. Mr. Puggins might also be tempted to call the police, but that's both unnecessary and unwise. The ADU has already notified the authorities of the attack. But more importantly, many cyber psychos have auditory implants, which means they can hear you even when you whisper. When the police finally arrive at the scene, Mr. Puggins should not speak to them unless spoken to, and should not make any sudden movements. NCPD officers are trained to respond to any unexpected sounds and activity in high-risk situations by using live ammunition. As with the police, if trauma team medics arrive at the scene, Mr. Puggins should not speak to them or approach them. They are only there to extract trauma team policy holders. Similarly, corporate security will only defend their own employees. All others at the scene will be treated as potential obstacles to ensuring client safety. Once the police eliminate the cyber psycho threat, leave the area as soon as possible. But remember, if the attack occurred in a store or shopping mall, you're likely entitled to a discount or voucher. Don't forget to claim yours. That's all for this episode of Safe and Sound. Stay alive out there.
Blue Moon, Red Menace, Purple Force, it's us cracks! After making waves in Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris, their next stop is on your doorstep. Night City, expect the unexpected!
Don't make trouble. Be trouble. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Church of Eliyahu the Last Emancipator, and bane of Arasaka's PR department, one Reverend Colbert.
Praise be to thee, our Father in heaven.
And our second guest is Karina Lee, host of the Chip-In program, which promotes the use of cybernetic implants. How's life treating you, beautiful?
Can't complain, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
Now, I'd like us to talk about the most exclusive and highly sought-after implant on the market today, Arasaka Corp's Relic. But maybe we ought to make sure our fair audience is up to speed. Karina, what is Relic exactly? In a word, if you could.
In one word, I'd say immortality.
Immortality? Really?
That's right. Relic allows you to transfer the consciousness from a dying person, finding a new home for their soul on a transferable chip. This person, they'll never leave your side. A companion forever with you in your own consciousness. Just a...
Child, think for a moment about what you're saying. This relic is an abomination that feeds on human misery. It is an unnatural likeness, a golden calf born by false prophets. Arasaka speaks of preserving the soul, but they can promise nothing more than a...
In a city
Nature comes first. From the very first stages of food production, we bring you bottom-tier quality that even Mother Nature can envy. Try out our freshly developed new tastes and let your tongue be amazed. All foods. Yummy.
bad, but I'll handle it. Say, any update on my overtime bonus? Dispatch?
So, you ready?
Welcome on board this Delamain service. With Delamain, you leave your problems at the door.
Son of a bitch. Better fucking believe I will.
I see no reason why you should be using expletives.
Oh, yeah? What about that time I wanted to hire you for my cousin's bachelor party, huh?
Unfortunately, we do not take on such contracts.
3 months I'd been saving up scratch. Water under the bridge. Hit it, Del.
Before we begin our journey, I must verify the identities of all customers. Please proceed to connect your personal links. Thank you. Excelsior package activated.
Excelsior? Oh, this just keeps getting better.
Excelsior.
The Excelsior is a package tailored to our premium clientele.
Top quality don't come free, you know. Now watch. Delamain, initiate combat mode.
My apologies, but you do not appear to be in any sort of imminent danger.
Huh. Oh well. Trust me, you'll mow down an army of Saka ninjas if it comes down to it.
This combat mode even legal?
Of course it is. The Second Amendment says so. While on board, you are entirely within your rights to bear and use me. We are nearing our destination.
Yep, don't gotta tell me.
Excelsior. What else is included?
Comprehensive health coverage, including the handling and disposal of a client's remains should death occur on board.
Damn. Shit got dark pretty quick.
Dex ain't skimping, is he?
And thanks to you, we're still getting a juicy 40%.
You're welcome.
Excelsior. This is how you want to cruise into the major leagues.
That really your be-all and end-all?
Huh?
Dex managed to buy you off that cheap? With a suit? A limo? Dunno, Jack. Kinda feels like you're losing that steel grip of yours.
Huh. Seems to me like it's you who's got some kind of problem.
Never mind. Delete that. Forget about it.
Deleted and forgotten. Madres, V. This is the most important day of my fucking life.
Hey, how's things?
Smooth as fucking sandpaper.
We'll be, pulling up to the hotel soon.
Listen, set up a direct encrypted line to guide you through Konpeki. V, ring Jackie now, see if we're in sync. Can't be too careful. And?
Got static. Say something, Bug.
The greatest crimes issue from a desire for excess and not from necessity.
Say what now?
Aristotle. Guess you read me then.
Yeah, I read you. Not so much your Greek friend, though it was kind of exciting.
Could give it some thought. Try to understand. How about you, V?
I want more Aristotle.
Fuck off, both.
Yeah.
Okay, tech checks out, looks like.
Será mejor que sí.
Stay in touch.
Thank you for choosing the Delamain service, and best of luck. I shall await here for your return.
Shit's finally happening. Almost forgot, no iron, huh? All right, Harry. Let's go. Hold on. Let me grab the flathead.
You'll never guess who I was driving today.
We're out front, Bug.
Remember, reservations in your name, Ramon. You're there to meet Hajime Taki, military tech department.
Welcome to Konpeki
Papers are for the flathead.
Don't worry. Got this.
I don't care how. Then find them.
Welcome to Konpeki Plaza. Please come through single file.
You got it, home. Sir?
Hold on. Got something. Care to explain why you're bringing military equipment onto the premises into Konpeki Plaza?
I don't intend to explain myself to you or anyone else.
Actually, we have rules, see? And they say you have to.
Ah, you are here to see Taki-san. Am I right? Please, accept my apologies for the confusion.
This should only take a moment, sir.
Go ahead.
Yokoso. Greetings and welcome to Konpeki Plaza.
We'd like to check in.
Of course. Just a moment, please. The name on the reservation is?
Victorino.
Double room, 2 adults, 1 night, correct?
That's the one.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and notify Taki-san of your arrival.
Shit, no good. Not part of the plan. Talk her up, V. Stall.
That won't be necessary. We'll go freshen up first, notify him ourselves.
But Taki-san is expecting you, no?
Senorita, do you know how long we've been traveling? 18 hours from New Barcelona. With a delay on Medikey because some cyberpsycho blew himself into bits inside the terminal.
Oh, a nightmare.
Of course, I understand. You'll be in the Lapis Lazuli suite on level 42. Oh, one more little formality. Please validate your SID chip.
Honor's all yours, Harry.
Everything seems to be in order. We wish you a pleasant stay.
Thank you.
Better get going.
New Barcelona, really?
It's called improvising. You should try it. What do you think, Harry? Quaint, cozy. Not like the hotel we had in Zurich for that convention.
Don't need that, Jack. Enough.
What? I'm taking this seriously.
The world's most expensive model.
The top of the line dolls.
Bar don't look too shabby.
Welcome to Konpeki Plaza. We don't do reservations weekdays, so feel free to grab any available table. Or a couple of stools at the bar if you prefer.
Could bring Misty here one day when we, close this deal.
Wouldn't hurt to take a peek inside.
Shit. Looks like some fucking traveling salesman with this case. Going upstairs.
And when I say heads are gonna roll, I don't mean it as a fucking turn of phrase.
Had enough, guy? Don't you think? Making the other customers uncomfortable.
Good! Cause this affects them too. It'll slap everyone in the face.
What's gonna slap everyone?
You wanna know what a bearer of bad news looks like? What's 400 yards long, weighs 100,000 tons, and is nuclear powered? The answer's docked in the bay. Hanako Arasaka decided to take a little vacation.
Big deal.
Don't know how big just yet. And by the time we do, it'll be too late. Screw this. I'm gonna get some sleep.
Evening. Evening. What can I get you, kiddo?
You always this forward?
Suckled it out of my ma's very breast. 50% protein, the other half pure high-octane chew-too.
What?
She had wind and dust in her hair, so to speak. Belonged to the Alcaldos before the bombs began falling. Her final words, wherever you go, whatever you do, be yourself, David. And so I ended up here, still no one but myself.
Cool story, Chum. Too bad it's made up.
Everyone's making something up, just like you, kiddo. Can I get you something? At the least. Water?
Let's see what you got.
Of course.
今のままじゃブレインダンスはダメだと思うんだよな。単純な表現しかできてないから。笑いといえばコメディだし、恐怖はホラーだし、恋愛はラブロマンスじゃん。ジャンル映画の方法を使ってるだけでしょ。 感情表現ってそうじゃないんじゃないかな。
No,
だから
no, no, no.
今
You
東京のチーム
I can let the Cuba thing slide, but not Nairobi.
Farida, I didn't have anything to do with...
You did. You're turning the city into a goddamn neurovirus test tube. That's hurting my investments. And when my bottom lines hit,
I hit the market. Maybe toss a few bombs here and there. Shake it up. Is that what you want?
No. I could relocate the factories. How much time do I have?
As long as it takes me to finish my drink. And I drink fast, so you better grab that phone.
Embargo. How does it fucking concern me? The garage I mentioned. They have 20 late model Daikani, 10 containers of armor-piercing ammunition, and a full ton of anti-personnel mines. Fix the situation, or the transports will go to the Soviet, the Zero Syndicate, or I will just drop them straight out of orbit. But first, I'll make certain they all drive over your lazy ass. Do you know why? Because Hajime Taki always fulfills his contracts. Always! And if I promise the Kurds, they will have the Daikani to help them in the negotiations with the Petrochem. Then the smoke from those fucking bio farms will sting out in a nice city. Better. That's the idea, Minister. Finally, a stance we expect.
A private jet from Seattle. Chic. Very. And appreciated even more. It must have cost a pretty penny.
You are worth the price. How do you feel?
Marvelous. Did you put something in my drink?
You're welcome.
So that's why I feel so...
That is just the beginning. In a short while, all sensations will be 10 times stronger. Especially pain.
Pain? You said?
I'd like to try something different today. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Good. In that case, be at the room in 15 minutes. Cover the mirrors and camera.
Room number 1. Nothing surprises you. Don't let it. Some rich bitch lets all her dogs jump in the pool. You don't ask no questions. You don't stare. You don't fucking bother me. Guest makes his room look like a storm went through it.
I don't ask no questions. I don't stare. I don't fucking bother you.
Hey, you a quick study. I like that. I guess kids want to throw a TV out the window. Same thing. You watch it happen.
What if they want to throw another person out the window?
Then you can fucking bother me. But do it fucking discreetly.
A Bosch, a Manet, 2 Basquiat miniatures, nothing but classics.
all sucked out into the empty void of space through a hole in the station's body.
Bloody hell. What'll become of the gallery?
Oh, but it was all planned. The focus of the whole opening.
Oh, wait. Allow me to venture a guess. A new Abramowski?
Mm-hmm. Untitled number 3. It's a reckoning with... Oh, I can't remember. God, I think.
Sounds ambitious. How much did it cost?
The gratitude of an artist of his stature is worth more.
Everyone who's anyone in Night City will be there. On my yacht. Even your ex confirmed. She's gonna be there. Anna? Why is she in Night City? She's promoting her new movie. Already raked $2 million at the box office, apparently. You know, I suggested that to her.
About time.
А ты сама как думаешь?
Я думаю, что неправда. По крайней мере, насчет кантала.
Зая, ты же помнишь, как мы тестировали эту технику на наших? Про заражение под Новоиркутском они врали. Про аварию на Бакунинской 3 врали. Они всегда...
We're in our room.
Pretty snazzy. Too bad we ain't staying the night. Nice choice, Bug.
Didn't pick it for snaz. Offers quickest access to the Dweller and servers.
Sí, me acuerdo.
Now you fire up the flathead and find the shaft entrance.
Sounds simple enough.
Simplicity, sometimes toughest to master.
Aurelius? Aristotle? Who's it this time?
Yours truly. That one's mine.
Where's the shaft?
Boot up your scanner. Look around.
Flathead prep to go?
Almost there, carnal.
Got a winner.
Good. Jackie, how's the flathead looking?
All set. Systems are operational. Charge at 100. Mierda. Little gonk stock.
Just gonna stand there and look at it? Gonna have to switch to manual control. V, take the control shard from Jackie. Gonna link your Kiroshis to surveillance so you can guide the bot.
Surveillance cover the whole hotel.
Mm-hmm. Even the bedrooms and the suites.
Guests don't care?
You'd be surprised what people are willing to give up to feel secure. Lucky for us, Yorinobu's an exception. Penthouse is dark, no hotel security.
Why me? Why do I gotta slot it in?
Unlike someone, I haven't run on my tab with Vic. Got last-gen firmware. No flow. Just do it, brother. Ain't got all day. Here.
Here goes.
Patching you through to in-cam view. Might get a little disoriented, but don't freak.
Okay, got a clear view.
You can't just go knocking people out of their homes.
Get them to the next vent.
Places of work.
Arasaka will cover the cost of any and all penalties assessed.
This isn't about the money. It's election season. How do you think this will make me look? People will start saying I've lost control of Watson. District I'm from.
A week. That's all we can promise you.
We will try, and that is all I can promise you.
Okay, Flathead's in.
Patching you into next cam now.
What makes you think it was for you?
He addressed it to the kind housekeeper
Bug?
who finds him.
Got a hitch.
Note inside said,
What now?
sorry for the
Housekeeping's in my way.
There was blood
Gotta
everywhere.
distract her. Let's see what's on the subnet.
Am I the
All
only
right,
one that just
on it.
gets puke and used condoms? Where's the damn justice in it?
Terrarium's got a control panel.
Somehow, I doubt it.
Think he's single?
Who? You know. Good looking, filthy rich, has that naughty look in his eye.
Terrarium's got a temp and air quality controller.
Mean Yorinobu Arasaka.
Cream, yeah. Stick the flathead on him.
We're always single.
Might wear expensive suits, but he's a biker at heart.
Always itching for a ride.
I'd give him a ride and wipe him out.
Honey, stick to wiping that glass, huh? You're leaving streaks everywhere.
Cat, something's up with the tank.
Hey, Bug, it worked.
Ain't seen nothing yet.
You got any idea how much those things cost?
Keep moving. No time for backpatting.
Okay.
Dweller's just beyond the door. Flathead can jimmy the lock.
Looks like he's having trouble.
Shit. Gotta be another way. Let me think. Got another cam other side of the door, but it's disabled.
Want me to enable?
Yeah, look around for a CCTV port.
Okay, he's at it.
Now toggle over to the other cam.
Dweller's inside.
Just as planned.
Still weird the hotel's only got one runner.
Decent Dweller's as good as a dozen rank and file.
Flathead ought to be able to neutralize him.
Good thinking. Let me graft a demonoid onto your link. And you know you gotta jack the flathead directly into his chair, right?
Make it sound like I'm new at this.
Okay, sent. He's all yours. You'll have to get the flathead in there first, though. Shaft may link both rooms, looks like.
Let's figure it out.
Now toggle over to the other cam.
Might have found our way in.
Send the flathead over there, then toggle over to the second cam. Flathead into the chair, V. Jack in. Love those demons.
Flathead stays, right?
To keep an eye on the Dweller, yeah. Punching into Kompeki's main net. You go ahead and log out.
Así es como se hace. How you feeling?
Fine. A little dizzy, that's all.
Bug, how you doing on time?
You there, Bug?
Yeah, I'm here. So, listen, ice is thick. Quicker than I thought. Piercing it'll take a couple hours.
Couple hours? Can't do it any faster.
Want my brain to burst into flames? Just sit down and enjoy your snazzy suite.
Thanks. I will. V, you take it easy, okay? Rest up a bit. What do you think? Why'd you give it all up?
Who gave what up?
Yorinobu Arasaka. The good life, I mean. Old news, I know. Just got to thinking's all. It's like, think. You got everything, right? Eddie's, education. Your pops can snap his fingers and turn half the fucking planet into a nuclear wasteland. But instead, you're like, nah, fuck it. And what do you go do? Start a fucking gang. Steal dragons or some shit. You ghost from your fam, chip some real skin, and play gang leader for a few years. For what?
Maybe he just wanted out of the system.
So then why'd he come back?
Tough to ditch the system when the system's your own family.
Black sheep's still a sheep, huh?
One way to put it.
Crawled back on all fours, tail between his legs. Fucking cheap-ass rebel. Fucking tourist.
Tourist or not, he just walked into the lobby. And we are back in biz. Penthouse security is neutralized.
Perfecto. Let's start the show. Hey, Bug. Were you on comms that whole time?
3.5 hours.
About that stick up the ass.
Mean the one up mine?
Slip of the tongue, you know?
I know. Now's your chance to make up to me.
This is going pretty smooth, right? Right?
Man, are you the silver lining type?
Hey, when you gonna wave off that dark cloud hanging over your head? I'm telling you, it's downhill from here on in. Waiting on you. There's the awkward silence. You, wanna hear a joke?
Now? Seriously?
Time for a break.